This is my dream library. Everything from the rug to the shelves to the artwork on the walls has just come to fruition, and I couldn't be happier. 5 months ago, this was my child's bedroom. We completely gutted it, created something really magical here. We started off on Pinterest with just a mood board of inspiration. We had some color palettes saved, and we had an overall vibe figured out, and I think we've reached our goal. We wanted to create something nostalgic, cozy, dark, and something that you could just get lost in. If you missed part 1, now's your chance to go back, take a watch at how we got from an empty room to where we are now. In this video, I want to specifically share with you all of the fun details that we added to the library to make it something really special. I want you to come along on this makeover with me, and at the end, let me know what you would think or what you would add to it. So we first started with the furniture. After we got our shelves up and our books on, we wanted to buy our bigger stuff first. You'll see that there's like a table that my cat's sitting on. That just came from our living room. So I ordered these beautiful emerald green velvet chairs from a local store here in town, and they were delivered with very little build required. Here's Maxwell. Both of the cats visited me. Typical tasks that don't require cats. I knew I wanted these from the minute I saw them in the showroom floor. We have an orange one in our living room, so I wanted to get the green ones for the library. I thought they fit the vibe so well, and we knew they were super comfy. They're super deep and they sit at a good level. It's so easy to get comfortable in these, and I think they added a lot of rich color to the room. Next, we got our rug in. Things slowly started coming in, and as you can see, Maxwell enters the video frame. Keep an eye on him because he turns into a little menace while we're doing this rug install. As you see, the light came down. Silly me, I had a light up on the top of the bookcase, and he tried to jump in the window, and the light came down with him. So don't worry, no cats were harmed in the making of this video. However, I did need to grab Mira and safely remove her from the room as well. So after a small intermission of cleaning up the space, we were actually on our lunch break, so we did not have time to do all this. We did have to make sure the glass was all up. We swept and vacuumed the room very thoroughly to make sure that no pieces were left behind, and then it was finally time to put the rug down. We picked a beautiful piece that included so much color because of the room being beige and the shelves being a light wood and the floor being a light wood. I knew I needed to bring richness into the room through the furniture and the decorative pieces. You can see the rug was Mira approved shortly after we installed it, and she made herself right at home. The next item we got in was our table. This side table actually took me way too long to pick out. I went back and forth on the perfect side table. I knew I wanted something with a deep dark wood because mixing the woods was definitely a goal of this room makeover, and I needed something that fit in between the chairs in the corner of the room. Also something that was functional. It needed to be big enough we could put a lamp and drinks on, and then I didn't know if I wanted drawers below it or just a shelf, and we opted in with the shelf. So my husband started building the table for us. He actually put in a lot of the manual labor in this makeover, so I'm truly grateful for him. He got this one built for us, and we found a perfect cozy little area for it to go. This piece definitely brought me much joy. I don't necessarily know what to put on the bottom shelf right now. Currently, it just holds a couple random storage items. However, this could be my potential new current reads shelf, what I'm reading that month. what my monthly TBR might be, or it may showcase some books that I haven't actually added to our library catalog, and the new books just may sit there until they make it to the shelves. And we moved on to unboxing our light. So this lamp was another statement piece. I wanted something that brought vintage and nostalgia to the room. I think it was super important to nail down the vibe with the items that I picked out, and I really truly think this lamp brings a sense of style to the room. We picked out a lot of brass or gold accent pieces, or like our choice of metal. And as you can see, our beautiful cat, Maxwell, is a wonderful supervisor. However, this one kind of irritated me, the way that you had to like constantly spin the lamp to screw it into the base. I probably did this completely backwards or wrong, but that's neither here nor there. It got built. It was really exciting to put a bulb into this lamp and get it plugged in to see how much warmth it was bringing to the room. I hate overhead lights. I'm a big advocate of not turning the ceiling lights on. Again, we're going for a dark, gothic, cozy. The lamp definitely brought that to the room. We did actually buy an RGB light. We can control the light through our phones, through the 𝖘𝖉𝖉𝖎𝖆 app, and also change up how warm we want the light or how cool we want the light. And we can even change it to, like pink or blue if we're feeling crazy. Obviously, part of the reason why we needed lamps as well was because we will be reading in this room, and it is very important to have proper lighting so you can see your book and not strain your eyeballs. And I just had to take the chair and the lamp for a little test run, and I think it passed the test. It kind of irks me that the pull handle is silver, but I'm sure I could DIY something in the future to make that match. We picked up another small table lamp from, I believe it was Marshall's in the city. I thought it matched the green chair so well and the tall brass standing lamp that we already had. And this one required a little special light bulb, so I had to go get that from the store. Next, it was time for our IKEA shelf. I knew I wanted a floating shelf for this space. I did really try hard to find like a dark wood shelf, but IKEA unfortunately only carried a light wood shelf, and we have these in my bedroom already, so I already knew what to expect. We've been through these installs once before. And so I'm just trying to save my husband some time by pre-measuring the space, deciding where I wanted it to sit exactly on the wall, and decide how high I wanted it as well, because I knew I was going to be hanging artwork on this wall. So I wanted to save space for the shelf, the decorations on top of the shelf, and then the artwork that would surround the shelf. So after measuring the wall, I went ahead and I needed to see where the holes of the floating shelf hardware would sit. So I had to cut it open. I had to just get a little visual and make sure that the shelf is indeed where I needed it height-wise. And then it was time to mark where the studs were so we knew what we were drilling into. This tool, I don't know if I just don't know how to use it, but it was actually really difficult to find the studs. I don't know if we were just in a unique space in the house, but there were small sections and there were larger sections, and it seemed like there were too many studs. And so we kind of just winged it. I found one solid stud that we could screw into, but then the other two, we just used wall anchors. So make sure if you want your floating shelves to be sturdy, and if you plan to put anything heavy like a stack of books on them, to make sure you're using wall anchors so they don't mess up your drywall, and to also drill into the studs if you can. These are so simple and easy to install, so we got it up in less than 10 minutes after all of the measuring and even having to take out one of the wall anchors and replace it. So then it was time to put the shelf on, and then my husband went ahead and secured it. So we actually installed the shelf upside down on purpose because I knew that the shelf would be viewed from underneath a lot more. So we flipped it over and we actually connected it to the metal rods from the top. So now you can't even see the screw holes. And I'm so excited that the shelf is finally in. Things were starting to move along really quickly. And since the chair was out of the way, I thought I would clean up real quick from all of that drilling. So it's time to move some stuff back because now I needed to gauge where my artwork was gonna hang. You'll see that in the next video though. So even though this makeover took over 5 months to complete, I think it was really important to take our time, take it step by step so that we didn't invest in items that we truly didn't want just to fill the space. With being so intentional with the items that we got, it allowed us to really curate this space and make it almost exactly how we saw it in all of those pictures. There are some things that we still have to do, like there's still some gaps that I need to fill with 3D artwork or some sort of frames with pictures. I just didn't want to overdo it with pictures in the room, so now I'm trying to find items that I can hang on the wall that are a design piece but not necessarily a picture. So that's going to be it for part 2 of our library makeover. Make sure you catch the very last episode, part 3, where we put up the finishing touches, we get our ottoman in, we get the shelf lights up, and we can close the chapter on this room. If you made it this far in the video, let me know in the comments below what your dream library would look like, or what would you add to this space to make it even more cozy. If you don't want to say anything at all, go ahead and leave a hammer down in the comments below so that I know that you made it this far. If you're not already, please subscribe to the video. We are so close to our goal of 1,000 subscribers for the year. I appreciate you always being here, and make sure to turn on notifications if you want to stay up to date with what we're up to. In our next video, we are going to sit down and try to tackle our 26 for 2026 list. I currently think I need to read maybe 13 or 12 more books for the year, and it is already August, so we are kind of behind. So in that vlog, I will be tackling my 26 for 2026 in hopes that we can get closer to completion. Thank you so much for being here with me today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye! Did it. Intro, outro, done.